I try to keep it cool, but all these women trying to test me. Your man is a layman, ain't no way that he could best me. The way that I be killing it, I swear they should arrest me, or check me, or mess around and die trying.
All right, with me today are my fellow misfits, Matt Campisi, Tim Stevens, Samuel Hernandez. I'm Jerry Black. Let's get into it. The quote for today is, laughter is good for thinking because when people laugh, it's easier for them to admit new ideas to their mind. This week, we're talking about time management.
Time management.
So are we really talking about time management? You know, this is one of my least favorite topics.
And I personally have used David Allen's Getting Things Done for big parts of my career. Everything is a project. And so in Getting Things Done, he really emphasizes that. The other thing that he emphasizes is that that everything needs a start with the end in mind approach. And so it's important as IT professionals. I think those two things are really important. Everything is kind of a project that we do, even if it's small. If there's multiple steps in it, it's a project. And starting with the end in mind, so many projects, people aren't clear about what they're actually trying to achieve. And getting clarity on that makes the rest of the process work. Your memory
story last night of this professor that walked into his classroom and he had this big jar of coins and he dumped all these coins on the ground. And then he looked at all his students and said, listen, I want everybody to run up here and grab as many coins as you can get. And in the end, you're going to count what you have. And whoever has the most, I'm going to give you $50. So all the students got up and they all ran to where the coins were spilled. And they all picked up various coins, silver dollars, pennies, nickels, quarters, all of that. And he gave them a few minutes to count it. And then he asked, who has the most, or who thinks they have the most? And a kid raised his hand. He had $37. And come to find out, he had the most. And the professor's like, well, how did you get so many? How did you know what to grab? And he said, well, I grabbed the silver dollars. I didn't go for the pennies. And the takeaway there is, focus on those silver dollars, focus on those priorities, and stop picking up those pennies, knowing that those things are important at the time, because again, your time is precious.
When I get hyper focused on a task, if it's 5 minutes before a meeting, I guarantee I'm going to be late because time just absolutely disappears. For me, 2 minutes can be 2 hours. I can't feel the difference, right? And it's because I get super hyper focused. It's also why I can get a lot of things done. So I don't see it as a disability. I see it as a superpower, right? My ability to get things done in a very short amount of time at a high level of quality, right, is part of that condition, we'll call it, right? And so what I've had to do from a time management perspective is put guardrails, right? We all have, our strengths and we all have our weaknesses. And I think too much today in today's society, we want to shy away from our weaknesses, hide them, right? And just focus on our strengths. And I think there's something about focusing on the positive. There's something about focusing on your strengths and really honing those in. But we can't forget our weaknesses because those are the areas where that's how we get tripped up.
Start every morning by taking a cold shower. Okay. The reason why is a couple fold. On the time management front, you're not going to linger in there and you're going to get in and out of the shower fast. So you're gaining time back is the kind of the cutesy little quip on our topic for the week. But I've been doing the cold shower thing for almost 5 years now. And there was an article I read that when you start your day with a cold shower, there's a couple things. One, it gets your blood flowing. It gets your heart rate up. It's an appetite suppressant. It does help for mental illness and helps you just kind of clear your mind. So there's some health benefits. And the other thing, especially in the winter, it is extremely difficult. I mean, there's many times when you're standing by the door and you're about to put the cold on and it's going to come out like ice cold. If you can get that one task done to start your day, then everything else should be easier downhill. So the time management, you're going to take quick showers. The side effect is there are some nice healthy aspects of it, and you're getting one difficult task done to start your day.
If I pick my hobbies, do more than just when I go jeeping, right? It's not just about I'm going to go off-roading. It gets me out in nature, right? I get some alone time, So there's more than one benefit. Like I like to do jujitsu, right? Okay, cool. That's exercise, right? It's also self-defense. So I try to make sure that the things I do with my time are getting me more than just one benefit. So I love that idea.
All right. Well, I want to say thank you very much to my fellow Misfits, Samuel Hernandez, Matt Campisi, Tim Stevens. I love it. I love every day that we do this. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks to everybody listening. Have a great day.
I'm going to start my own podcast. I don't need this, guys. I don't. This is stressful.
Tim, I really, come on, calm down, dude. We can figure this out. We honestly could. Like, Tim, and you've been ranting for 5 minutes. I really think we need to calm down. We got this. Like, come on, this is a good idea that you guys put together. You don't need to.
I'm cutting the cable.
No,
I'm done.
Tim.
I'm done here.
Tim, freaking put the scissors down, dude.